All right, let's go ahead and make sure we have the normal things. Let's grab 2 blocks, a strap. Let's have 2 bolsters and a blanket. And I'm going to meet you on the mat. I'm going to give you a moment to grab these things. I'm thinking let's go ahead and start with the blanket. Okay, we're going to fold the blanket. And of course, when you're sitting on the blanket, you want to make sure that your hips are higher than your knees. Okay. We're going to sit in Sukhasana. So we're going to cross our legs at the shin. Feet are flexed. All right. I want you to really press those sit bones into the blanket, okay? Really try to ground yourself. And as you're pressing, lift all 4 sides of the torso. Okay? We don't want to stick the chest out and pull the shoulders back, but you want to have a straight back. Imagine your back is leaning against the wall, so you're not arching and you're not rounding, okay? But you're sitting up straight. Relax those shoulders. You want to have length in the neck. You want to show off that beautiful neck, right? So pull the shoulders away from your ears. You can place your hands on your knees, palms up or down, whatever feels good to you. Right? I invite you to softly close your eyes. Start to kind of relax the muscles in your face. Just let your jaw hang. Let your tongue just kind of float around. Don't have it at the bottom of the mouth or the roof of the mouth. Just there. And just move down the whole body. Scan your whole body. Start to relax the throat, the whole neck. Move down to your shoulders. Feel your shoulders relax. Your arms, release the tension from your triceps, your biceps. Even feel those elbows relax. The forearms, your wrists. And feel the tension just kind of melt away in your hands and fingers. You might just be waking up, so it takes a moment to get used to our bodies again. It's almost as if we're not in them while we're asleep. We're not connected. Let's release the tension in the whole back, the upper back, the mid back, the lower back. And work on the chest, the tummy, those hips. Oh my gosh, those hips. Let's release the hips. Even the sit bones and the butt cheeks. Let's move down to the thighs. Those knees. Let's release the knees. How about the calves? Are your shins a little bit sore? Let's release any tension in the ankles. And let's take the foot apart. Let's release the tension in the Achilles, the heels, the middle of your foot, right where that arch is, the ball of the foot, the toes. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Open the mouth, let it out. Do that again. Deep breath in through the nose. And let it out. We are going to start to breathe our ocean breath. Ujjayi Prananama. Inhaling through the nose. Pulling the air past the lungs, and you're going to use your diaphragm as you breathe in. The belly's going to inflate, filled with air. You're going to exhale, pushing that air also from the belly, the diaphragm. So the belly's going to flatten, pushing the air against or past the lungs again. The air is going to hit the back of your throat. You're going to make a noise like you're fogging a mirror. Keep the mouth closed. And exhale through the nose. Repeat. Continuing to relax the muscles in the face. Try not to tense up. Keeping pulling those shoulders away from the ears. Let's go ahead and take some time to set an intention for class this morning. Your intention can go even a little bit further than class this morning. You can maybe start setting your intentions for the day. What does today look like for you? What do you want it to look like? I imagine you're an artist, you have a blank canvas, and you're painting the picture. Let's go ahead and release the hands down by our side. I want you to straighten your legs, just stretch them out. You can even rotate your feet, rotate your ankles. And let's cross the other way, other leg in front. We're going to start to flex those feet again. You can keep your hands down by your side, or you can place them back up onto your lap, whatever feels good to you. Right now we're going to work out the neck. Oh, the neck. Let's slowly move the head from side to side. I don't know if you guys can hear all the cracking that's going on. Cracking in the neck, the back. Oh my gosh. Like I said, especially if you're just starting your day, little movements like this can get the body going. All right, let's go ahead and roll the head forward. Feel that stretch along the back of the neck as you come up to the other side. And we're going to continue to move, rolling the head forward, feeling the stretch in the neck, rolling to the other side. We're going to do a few of these. Keep breathing, don't hold your breath. Still breathing that ocean breath. We're going to go one more time this way, and then we're going to just keep moving into a full circle. Take your time. Let's change direction. Still breathing your ocean breath, okay, in and out through the nose. All right, let's go ahead and lift back up. That felt good. How are you doing? All right, let's place the hands down by our side. We're going to take a deep breath in, scoop the air up with the arms, palms face one another. Relax those shoulders, really lengthen your torso. We're going to lean it forward. Hands flat on the mat, shoulder distance apart. And I want you to just soften the torso down towards the mat. If your hands want to walk up a little bit farther and stretch that torso out a little bit more, you're more than welcome to do that. Soften your neck, just let your head hang. Continuing to breathe. Relax the shoulders down, but we're going to keep the forearms lifted. Let's not relax them on the mat, okay? Keep pressing your hands into the mat. Spreading your fingers wide and breathe in. One more breath here. And we're going to start to slowly lift the torso up. You can just walk your hands back all the way down beside you. lengthen those legs out in front of you. You can flex the feet. You're more than welcome to bend opposite knees, moving those hips from side to side if that feels good. All right, we are going to get ready to move. So let's take this blanket. Place your blanket on your mat horizontally. Okay, we're going to get our knees on there. Hey, Madeline. Girl, I can't read what you said. I'm Rilla in your... Well, I'm glad you're here. And look at you chatting, girl. Hey. See, you could chat while you work. And then when you're done with work, you can come back and watch this because this will record. Okay, I think these stay recorded and on here for like, I think a week. At least a week. So if you guys ever need to come back and redo the videos, you're more than welcome to do that. I am going to start, I have a YouTube channel, and I am going to actually put videos on the YouTube channel, so look out for that, and that way they stay on forever. They're not just, you know, on for a week. All right, so let's go ahead and get our knees onto this blanket. I like the extra cushion. Okay, you don't have to use a blanket if you don't want to, but it feels so good. All right, let's have the knees hip distance apart. Okay, I want you to spread all 10 toes. Make sure your toenails are touching the mat. Really stretch those toes. Let's wake up. Wake every part of the body up. Spreading the fingers wide. Okay, you're going to have your wrists directly underneath your shoulders, so we're kind of looking like a little tabletop. The back is straight. Okay, we're going to start to do a little bit of cat-cow. Move ourselves a little bit. Stretch out the back. As you're breathing, I want you to lift the chin up, pull those shoulders back, raise your tailbone. We're coming into cow. As you exhale that breath, you're going to soften the neck, pressing your hands into the mat, really arching that upper back, pushing the tailbone down towards your heels as we come into cat. Let's continue to move. Breathing in, transitioning again, coming back into cow. Exhaling the breath, transitioning back into cat. Continuing to move. Keep that jaw relaxed. Let's do one more of each. All right, and let's bring it back to tabletop. That felt good. All right, let's move the hands forward just a little bit forward of the shoulders. Fingers are still spread wide. Soften that neck, just let your head hang. And we're going to start to rotate our arms. So try to rotate them so that your biceps are in front of you and your triceps are pointing behind you. That widens your upper back. If you notice when you rotate your arms in such a way, your shoulder blades just kind of open up, right? Creating a space in your upper back. That gives you more room for your neck, which allows you to lengthen it a little bit more, okay? So try that, rotating the arms. We're going to soften that neck, uncurl the toes, and lift up. Oh, good God. Tailbone towards the ceiling as we come into downward facing dog. How delicious does this feel? Up onto my tippy toes. I'm softening my torso down towards the mat. My neck is relaxed. My arms are still rotated, so my back is open. Breathing deeply in through the nose. And that time I exhale through the mouth. Okay. Continuing to press the hands firmly into the mat. As you straighten your arms, feel that energy move up the arms. Move up your back as it's lengthening your back. Move up the tailbone, right, as that's pointing up towards the ceiling. And then that energy is just moving down through the legs. If you're up onto the balls of your feet, you're more than welcome to start pressing your heels down. Even if the heels don't touch the mat, feel that stretch. Let's take one more breath here. Let it out. Beautiful. Bend your knees and let's go ahead and walk our hands back towards our feet. You can take your blanket, move it to the side. I want you to grab opposite elbows. Keep the knees slightly bent and just relax your torso on your thighs. Kind of sink the tailbone down and start to straighten your legs as much as you can while keeping your torso connected to your thighs. The moment you feel them separate, I want you to stop straightening the legs, okay? Soften the neck, let the head hang. Shift a little bit forward in your feet. And breathe. Here, let's release the arms. Go ahead and place your hands on your shin. Start to straighten those legs. Lift the torso up just halfway as we come into Ardha Uttanasana, which is a half fold. You can look straight ahead. Pull those shoulders back. And breathe. Taking another deep breath. As you're exhaling that breath, I want you to hinge forward, hinging from the hips. Go ahead and grab opposite elbows again. Start to slowly bend the knees. Connect the torso to the thighs. And breathe. Release the hands. Start to straighten your legs. You can place your hands on your hips. We're going to just slowly lift up. I want you to connect your chin to your chest. Look down. Continue to look down as you roll up. Relax those shoulders. Release your hands from your hips and let your head be the last thing that rolls up. Oh my God. How good did that feel? It sounded like somebody just joined, so I want to welcome them. Okay, whole lot of SMSJN. Welcome. welcome. And welcome 222 Witch. I love your vibe. Oh, thank you. I'm loving your vibe as well. All right, so let's go ahead and walk ourselves to the front of our mats. We're going to get ready to flow, everybody. Okay? Flowing is really where that Ujjayi Prananama comes in, that ocean breath. Okay, we're moving to the breath. Okay, you can move as fast or as slow as you'd like. Just keep your breathing even. You shouldn't be out of breath. Okay, it's just smooth, level, even breathing. Okay, all right. Let's go ahead and start in mountain pose. You can have your feet together if that feels good to you, or slightly apart. I have back issues, lower back pain. For me to have my legs apart, about hip distance apart, feels much better. I feel more supported. You do what's best for you, okay? All right, we're balancing on the four corners of the feet. You can lift all 10 toes and wiggle them. While you're wiggling those toes, kind of find your center. You can rock back and forth to do so. Once you feel centered, you're going to gently place those toes down and start to feel the energy move through your body. Up through the feet, through the legs, the hips, the back, the arms, the hands, out through the fingers, the neck, the head, everywhere, right? And it's just constant, it's repeating, feeling the energy. We're going to take a deep breath in through the nose. We're leaving Tadasana and transitioning into Utthita Hasta in Tadasana, extended arms and mountain pose. I want you to look at your hands as they touch. Keep those shoulders relaxed, still feeling the energy move through your body. Really lengthen your torso, reach your fingers up. We're not moving to the breath yet, guys. We're just going to get kind of familiar with the poses first. All right, now let's dive it forward. Arms out, but this is really about you lengthening your spine as you lean down, okay? We're going for length here. Soften that torso down as we come into Uttanasana. You can just let your arms hang. If your legs are tight, go ahead and bend your knees, but if not, feel that stretch that's happening in the hamstrings. Feel the expansion that's happening as you're leaning forward. Feel the opening that is happening as you're leaning forward. Breathe. We're going to lift up halfway, coming back into Ardha Uttanasana. You can have your hands on your shin, or you're more than welcome to just rest your fingertips on the mat. Look forward. You kind of lean forward. Feel like your heels are lifting, but don't lift them, okay? We're also mainly balancing, still on the four corners of the feet, but again, you're shifting that weight forward, feeling that stretch in the hamstrings. Okay, let's go ahead and fold it forward again, coming back into Uttanasana. And then let's take a deep breath in. We're going to lift it all the way up. Reach your hands for the sky as you touch them together. We're going to look at them. Extended arms in mountain pose. Relax those shoulders. Lengthen that torso. And let's go ahead and bring the hands to the heart. Anjali Mudra. Release the hands down by your side. All right, guys. Now we're going to get ready to flow. All right, let's do it. All right, we're going to do more, and we're going to add more. Let's reach up, extended arms in mountain pose. Exhale that breath as you're diving it forward. Remember, we're going for length. Inhale as you lift up halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale that breath, fold it forward, place your hands on the mat, and let's step ourselves into plank. Love plank. Press back through your heels, feel that stretch. If you need to put your knees down, do so. If not, go ahead and shift it forward. Elbows behind you as you slowly lower down to that chaturanga. Uncurl your toes, and let's lift it up, coming up to upward facing dog. Remember, relax those shoulders. Uncurl your toes. Let's transition back into downward facing dog. We're going to stay here for a few breaths. Hopefully you're starting to feel heated. Bend the knees, look between the hands. Let's go ahead and just step forward. Lift it up halfway as we come back into Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale that breath as we fold it forward. Uttanasana. Deep breath in, let's lift it up. Reach your hands up, relax those shoulders. Extended arms in mountain pose. Let's bring the hands to the heart and release the hands down by your side. Let's do that again. Breathing in, reaching up, Utthita Hasta into Tadasana. Forward fold. Ardha Uttanasana. Step back, plank. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Breathe. Now this Ujjayi breath, it creates heat, right? Along with, of course, us moving. If you find that you're getting too hot, exhale through the mouth. Bend the knees, look between your hands. Let's step it forward again, lifting up halfway. Exhale that breath as you fold it forward. We're going to lift all the way up. Extended arms in mountain pose. Hands to the heart. And mountain pose. Beautiful. All right, let's slow it down. Breathing and reaching up. Exhale the breath as you're diving it forward. Lift up halfway. Fold it forward. And let's lift all the way up. Extended arms and mountain pose. Hands to the heart. And mountain pose. One more time. Deep breath in. Reach up. Really lengthen the torso. Keep that torso lengthened as you fold it forward. Lift halfway. Fold and fold. And let's lift all the way up. Extended arms in mountain pose. We're going to bring the hands to the heart and release them down by your side. All right, how are we feeling? Warm? Are we warm? I feel warm. This feels so good. Oh, good, Madeline. I'm glad you're doing it. Yay. Good, good, good. All right, so let us go ahead and come to the front of our mats. We're going to step out. So I want to take a giant step back with my left foot and step into Warrior Two. Now, once you come into the pose, you might have to do some adjusting, and that's okay, okay? The right knee over that right ankle, okay? Right heel is in line with the arch of my left foot. Left foot is at that slight slant. Okay. Torso is centered. Okay. Torso is lengthened. Pressing the weight into the four corners of the foot and really feel this thigh working. Pressing my left foot down, really feeling this whole left leg working. Okay? Arms out to a T. Once I feel centered, sometimes we dip with that hip. And we don't want to do that. We want to lift that right hip up. Lengthen the torso. Relax the shoulders. Reach hands in opposite direction. And let's look over the right shoulder. I want you to look down and make sure you're in alignment. Look at that right knee. Make sure it's lined up with your toes, your middle toe, second toe and middle toe. Sometimes the knee has a habit of going in, or maybe it's opening too far out. You want to try to keep it centered, okay? All right, we're going to start to move a little bit. Let's flip the arms up, straighten the leg, palms face one another, and then flip the arms down as you bend the knee. Flip the arms up, straighten the leg, relax those shoulders, bend the knee. Relax the toes on the right foot. Okay, you don't want to grip the mat. Keep breathing. Try to keep that torso centered. A couple of more. Hopefully you're really feeling that right quad working. All right, let's stay here. Let's switch sides. Keep those arms out. Straighten that right leg, feet parallel. Go ahead and relax the arms. Good job. Let's turn that left foot out. And then again, slight slant now with the right leg. Okay, right leg is straight, left knee bent over that ankle. Create about a leg's distance between your feet. And now that left hip is going to want to dip down into the right thigh. That's not sexy. Let's lift it up. We want to be centered, okay? Keep that right leg straight now. Look down. Make sure that knee is lined up with the second and third toe. Really lengthening the torso as your arms are out to a T. Reaching, right? Trying to touch opposite sides of the wall. Your triceps and biceps are squeezing your bone. The arms are working. Okay, engaged. We're looking over that left shoulder. This is a warrior pose, Warrior Two, Virabhadrasana 2. And warriors, just like how it sounds, right? A fighter, strong, strength. So that's how the pose is supposed to be. Right? Bend that left knee a little bit more. Feel this quad working. This is what should be doing the work. Make sure you're not feeling anything in your knees. Keep those shoulders relaxed. And we're going to start to move. Flip the arms, straighten the leg, arms up and down. Up and down. Keep that knee centered. We don't want it to wobble to one side or the other. Continue to breathe. Now relaxing the toes on the left foot. And smile. It's a good day. Reach. Arms out. Feel the stretch. Ooh, the shoulders are kind of burning, right? Keep them relaxed, okay? Don't do this. We don't want to shrug them up. Keep them down, okay? All right, I think we're going to do one more, guys. Beautiful. Look at that. Look at those warriors out there. Straighten the arm, feet parallel, and then release the arms. Beautiful. And then we heel toe it. Hey. Hey, you got to snap, and you got to hey. All right, let's shake it out. How are we doing with time, guys? I think we're doing pretty good. Okay. Whew. That felt good. All right, so let us go ahead and I want to do a little bit of core work. Oh, I also want to do some thigh work. So let's go ahead and grab our blanket. Just make sure it's near you. Okay? We're going to come to the front of our mats, feet hip distance apart. Breathing in, let's reach it up. Exhale, let's dive it forward. Lift halfway. Fold forward, hands down. And this time, let's just step back into downward facing dog. Good stretch, right? Right. Let's go ahead and lift this left leg hip level. You're going to bend the knee, and you're going to start to travel forward, bringing that knee into the chest. I'm going to lean all the way forward until I place my left ankle behind my right wrist. Place my left leg down. Now I'm going to move this blanket right here, just for extra cushion, padding, support. Straighten my right leg as it presses down. So keep that left foot flexed as we come into pigeon pose. Eventually you want to lean forward. You should feel a serious stretch happening maybe in your hip, maybe coming here from the thigh all the way to the butt, all the way to the back. It depends on how tight you are and where your tightness is. The reason you keep your left foot flexed is to protect your knee. For some reason, if your foot's not flexed, it damages that knee. Okay, so be extra careful, keep the left foot flexed. If you bring your heel closer to your inner thigh, it'll be less of a stretch for you. So if that feels more comfortable for you, then please do that, okay? Soften your torso towards the mat. Relax the muscles in the face. And breathe. Now, anyone out there who suffers from sciatic nerve pain, this is an amazing stretch for that. Your sciatic nerve runs from here all the way here, right in the middle of your butt. And in the middle of your butt is this piriformis muscle. And when that muscle seems to be stretched, it helps the sciatic nerve not to spaz out, right? So what happens is your muscles get tight, and that causes spasms, and then the spasms hit against the nerve, and you're feeling the nerve, right? That causes pain. So the pain could be pins and needles down your leg to your foot. It could be numbness. It could just feel like your foot or your leg is waking up or about to fall asleep, that tingly feeling. Or it could just hurt, right? So to stretch this piriformis muscle, it's a good thing, okay? There are many ways you can do it. You can do it sitting in a chair. You can do it standing. You can, of course, do it laying down. You can do it laying on your back. That's when we do thread the needle. So work on stretching that muscle. Okay. If you have back pain or that, like I said, that sciatic nerve pain, this is an amazing stretch for you. All right, we're going to get up and start to do the other side. So let's come up onto our hands. Hands are back to shoulder distance apart. Those fingers are spread wide. You're going to uncurl your right toes, straighten the leg, and lift it up. And then we lift the pelvis up, take that left leg back, and step ourselves into downward facing dog. Now we're going to take this left leg into the air to stretch it out. We're going to open up the hip, bend the knee, try to touch your heel towards your butt, but keep your torso straight. Don't twist with the hip, keep your torso straight, okay? Breathe. Beautiful. It's straight. Lift that right leg, or left leg rather, sorry. Level your hips. Lower that left foot. And let's do the other side. Right leg in the air, bend the knee. We're going to travel forward. Now taking that right ankle behind my left wrist, flexing that right foot. The blanket could have just stayed where it was, right? You don't have to move that. And lower yourselves down. Continuing to breathe. Using the breath to kind of help open you. Hopefully you are still able to focus on your intention with your class. Hopefully you're able to still focus on your breathing. And of course you want to tune into you. How is your body feeling as you're doing these poses, right? What are the thoughts that are going through your mind as you're doing these poses? Are you able to stay focused on you, or do you find your mind wandering and drifting a lot? Those are the kind of things that you want to tap into. Again, yoga is about unity, and you're uniting your mind, your body, and your soul. So yoga is not just about doing poses, right? It's not just about breathing, and it's not just about your intention. It's about all of those. It's about connecting to your soul, connecting to yourself on a much deeper level than we do throughout the day, right? A lot of times we spend our day in autopilot, and we're just going through the motion. We're not really feeling what we're supposed to be feeling, or acknowledging, hey, well, this doesn't feel right, or we're just doing it. So you want to try to acknowledge more, try to tap into yourself more, become more aware. All right, let's stay here for a couple of more breaths. Of course, bring awareness to what side of your body are you feeling a little more tight? Or do you feel the stretches in the same place? All right, let's go ahead and lift ourselves up. We're going to place the hands flat on the mat again. Fingers are spread wide. Uncurl those left toes. Straighten the leg. Lift it. Lift the hip bones up. Tailbone up towards the ceiling, rather. Placing that right foot down. Stretching back into downward facing dog. All right, let's take that right leg into the air. Bend the knee. Breathe. Feel that stretch. Straighten the leg, level the hips, foot down, heels together, knees down, uncurl the toes. So the knees, I like mine to the outer edges of the mat. That's what feels good to me. Some people like theirs closer, all depends on you, okay? You're more than welcome to use this blanket. You can use it for in front of you. Roll it up and use it as a little pillow as we come into child's pose. Resting on the cheek, or you're more than welcome to place your forehead there on the pillow. Lengthening those arms in front of you. You can rest your forearms down, relaxing the muscles in the face. Let's go ahead and walk our hands back. We're going to lift ourselves up. You can bring your knees together if they're already not. And let's have a seat. All right, let's take the blanket off the mat. So we're going to get ready to do a little bit of core work. Yeah, let's do some core work. Let's do Ardha Navasana. We'll start with Navasana. Okay, so have your feet hip distance apart, knees are bent. And you can extend your arms in front. Have your palms facing one another. Give me 2 seconds, I need some air, y'all. It's hot. Okay. So you can just rest on your tippy toes as you extend your arms in front. This is good enough. This for some might be it, right? You're using your core, you're working on keeping your back straight, lifting yourself up, working on relaxing the shoulders, not leaning too much forward. This can be considered a lot of work. You can even do this, just holding yourself up, okay? If you want to take it a step farther, you can go ahead and bend your knees, still reaching forward, or you can straighten your legs. Continuing to breathe. Let's go ahead and cross the legs, hands down, and see if you can lift yourselves up. And lower yourself down. That last part was just for fun. It can be challenging. I'm still trying to now lift up all of my legs. I got my butt up. Now I just need the rest of me up. All right, let's try it again. Uncross. You can rest here, here, or here. Continuing to reach forward. Relax those shoulders. Back is straight. And feel that core working. All right, let's cross with the other leg in front. Hands down and lift up. Whew, lower down. All right, one more time. This time make sure you have enough room to lay back. Arms in front. I'm going to just keep my knees bent here. And we're going to start to slowly lengthen the legs and lower down. Go ahead and bring both knees into the chest. You can take your arms out to a T. Let's lower the legs to the right. Try to keep both shoulder blades flat on the mat as you look straight ahead at the ceiling. Really feel the twist that's happening in your midsection, okay? If you'd like to deepen the stretch, you're more than welcome to try to look over the left shoulder. Continuing to relax the muscles in the face. Keep those knees stacked on top of one another. Keep the feet stacked on top of one another. Keep the feet flexed. It's as though you're sitting in a chair with the bottom half of you. This is a really good stretch. It feels really good. All right, if your head is not looking at the ceiling, go ahead and turn it so that it is. Let's bring both legs up, and we're going to take them all the way to the left. You can continue to look straight ahead, or you can deepen the stretch by looking over that right shoulder. Remember, you want to bring awareness to the different sides. How is different sides, rather. How is this side feeling compared to the other side? Let's look at the ceiling. Let's go ahead and bring our knees back up into center. Take your feet into the air, reach for the feet, and let's come into happy baby. So your arms are on the inside, knees are bent, your feet are flexed, and you see I'm massaging my feet too. You can do lots of things in this pose, right? You can rub the outer edges of your feet, you can rub the ball of your feet, the inner foot, whatever feels good, the toes. You can rock side to side if you'd like. Okay? You can straighten the legs. You can straighten one leg at a time. You can straighten both legs together. Still kind of rocking. Or just go back to the normal pose. You can bring the feet together. Looks like you're doing Baddha Konasana, but on your back. And let's release the feet. We're going to get ready for Shavasana. Okay, let's grab a bolster. Go ahead and place your bolster vertically on your mat. Let's grab your blanket. We're going to use this as a pillow. So I've got the blanket folded and I've got it at the top of the mat. Okay? All right, bringing the bolster a little bit towards me. So I already know that when this bolster is touching my back, it's too much of an arch for my back. So I'm going to already create a little bit of distance. If it's still too much of an arch when I lay down, I'll show you how to readjust. Okay? So be mindful of that. This is considered a little back bend. There's no need to overarch or overbend your back. All right? We're going to place our feet flat on the mat. Right now, let's have them about hip distance apart, maybe a little bit more. Knees are bent, hands down, elbows are in, okay? Lower yourselves down and come onto your forearm. Right now, I can already feel it's an overarch. So forearms are down, hands are down, lifting up, lengthening my spine. So I'm straightening the spine and then lowering down. Lift, lengthen, and lower. So there's no overarch there. Move the pillow, make sure the pillow is just supporting the head. Let your neck have its natural curve. Arms out to a T. You can go ahead and heel toe your feet out to the outer edges of the mat and kind of just let your knees knock in together so that they're supporting one another. There's no need for you to work on holding them up. Okay? And let your eyes softly close. And start to tap in to how relaxed your body is feeling right now. We've done a lot of movement this morning. And this is a good time to just relax the body. Turn off the thoughts, meaning don't focus on the thoughts. Just let the mind throw the thoughts to you. You don't have to think the thought. You become the observer. And so right now, just tune into you. Starting with your head, how relaxed it must feel, having the support of not only the pillow, but the bolster as well. Right? Right, you're able to completely relax the neck, which does not have to hold the head up. Your back is supported by this bolster. Your shoulder blades are kind of wrapped around the bolster, or that's the idea of it anyway, as your shoulder heads are pointed down towards the mat. And your arms are feeling the support. Your back is feeling the support of the bolster. Of course, your butt and feet are feeling the support of the mat. You should feel supported enough to be able to release any tension you might be holding on to, any resistance you might be holding on to. Continue to not focus on the thoughts that your mind is thinking. Just kind of watch the thoughts go by. If you find yourself attached to a thought or thinking a thought, the moment you realize it, stop. Focus on your breathing. And then just start watching the thoughts again. Shavasana. To stay here a little bit longer, so just staying as long as you feel. If you are going to get up with me, you're going to heel toe your feet closer together. And then you're going to roll off the bolster onto your right side. You can bend your right arm, place your head on your arm, and we're going to pause here for a moment. Left hand down and use it to push yourselves all the way up. All right, we are going to turn around and face one another. And I'd like you to sit in whatever position is comfortable for you. Okay, just make sure you're sitting evenly on those sit bones, right? We want those butt cheeks even, right? No uncomfortable butt cheeks. All right, make sure you're lengthening that torso. Let's go ahead and bring both hands to the heart. We're going to take a deep breath in. And as we exhale, let's go ahead and take a bow. We're going to honor ourselves, give thanks to ourselves for taking time to get on our mats today. Whether we are here just for a moment or many moments, our body, mind, and soul thank us. I hope you are left feeling more grounded and a little more aligned. And I hope you take what you've learned today as far as your breathing, tapping into yourself, into your everyday life. All right, let's lift up. Namaste. All right, yay! I'm liking this new time. I hope this was convenient for you guys. I will be here every Monday, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Yes, yes, yes. All right, now the other new time this week and new day is Friday. I won't see you guys until the end of the week, so make sure you have an amazing week. I will be here Friday at 4 o'clock p.m., also Pacific Standard Time. Okay, so have an amazing week. Make sure you use what you've learned here today into the every day this week. Whether it's Shavasana, right? Whether it's the meditation, the breathing, the tuning into your body and being aware of your thoughts and how you're feeling. Take your pick. Or use a ball, right? You can do it. All right. Mwah. Sending you all love. All right. Have an amazing week. Namaste.